Some mysteries hide in the dark, others build a home there. What you're about to hear isn't just a crime, or a disappearance, or a haunting. It's a place where all three blur together, and the truth waits in the shadows. 2 days after Maya vanished, Brookdale police expanded their search perimeter. What began as a missing person case was now officially classified as a probable abduction. But investigators were about to uncover something that changed the direction of the entire case. Search teams returned to the forest behind Daniel Reeves's home, the same woods where Maya's shoe and phone were found. This time, they brought cadaver dogs. At 6:14 a.m., one of the dogs alerted near a fallen cedar tree. Beneath the roots, searchers found a piece of fabric, torn, soaked, and partially buried in mud. It was a sleeve from a light gray hoodie, and on the inside seam was a name written in marker, Maya D. But that wasn't the disturbing part. Pinned to the fabric was a tiny metal charm, a silver triangle with a circle etched inside. Detectives didn't recognize it, but someone else did. A local officer who grew up in Brookdale told investigators he'd seen the symbol before. It belonged to a defunct hiking group from the early 2000s called the Boundary Seekers. They were known for exploring off-limits areas of the forest, abandoned tunnels, storm drains, forgotten logging roads. The group disbanded after one of its members disappeared in 2004. Her name was Lena Hartwell, and she vanished less than a mile from where Maya's phone was found. Investigators brought Eric Dalton back in for questioning. This time, they confronted him with the phone records, the 14 calls he made to Maya the night she disappeared. Eric broke. He admitted he did call her, but claimed he was trying to warn her. According to Eric, Maya had been looking into something she shouldn't have, something connected to the old Boundary Seekers group. He said Maya believed someone was following her, someone who didn't want her digging into the past. But when detectives asked who, Eric refused to answer. He only said, "If she's in those woods, you won't find her." 3 days after Maya vanished, a resident living half a mile from Daniel Reeves's home submitted footage from their backyard security camera. At 11:45 p.m., 3 minutes after Maya knocked on Daniel's door, the camera captured a figure running through the tree line. The figure was not Maya. It was a man, tall, wearing a hooded jacket, and he was carrying something. When investigators enhanced the footage, they realized the object in his hand was a flashlight with a red beam, the same type used by the Boundary Seekers during their night expeditions. The man stopped, turned toward the camera, and then stepped backward into the darkness. His face was never visible. A retired park ranger contacted police after seeing the footage. He recognized the direction the man was running. There was an unmarked trail in that area, one that didn't appear on any public maps. It led to an abandoned storm drain system built in the 1970s, the same system the Boundary Seekers used for their underground explorations. Search teams entered the drain system the next morning. Inside, they found a discarded water bottle, a torn piece of backpack strap, and on the wall, drawn in charcoal, the same triangle and circle symbol, but no sign of Maya. On the 4th day, investigators returned to the storm drains with specialized audio equipment. Deep inside one of the tunnels, they picked up faint, rhythmic tapping. 3 taps. Pause. 3 taps. Pause. 3 taps. A universal distress signal. Searchers followed the sound until it abruptly stopped. At the end of the tunnel, they found a narrow vertical shaft leading deeper underground, too tight for a person to enter without specialized gear. On the concrete beside the shaft was a smear of mud, and drawn into the mud was a single word: help. Handwriting analysis later confirmed it. It was Maya's. Maya's disappearance was no longer just a missing person case. It was connected to a decades-old group, a forgotten underground system, and a pattern of vanishings stretching back more than 20 years. And investigators now believed one thing: Maya didn't run into the woods that night. She was taken into them. Stay tuned for Part 3. What will the investigation uncover next?